Somewhere deep in the Amazon rainforest, a monkey leaps between branches, completely unaware it is already being watched. From 30 meters above, a pair of pale grey eyes track every movement. Calculating, patient. Then, in under a second, something drops from the canopy like a missile. Those feet, bare, scaled, almost prehistoric-looking, slam into the monkey with the force of a gunshot. The talons that just made contact are not small. Each rear talon on a harpy eagle is roughly the same length as a grizzly bear's claw, around 3 to 4 inches of pure curved killing tool. And the grip behind those talons? Scientists have measured it at over 110 pounds of pressure per square inch. That is enough to crack bone, not just crush, crack. Clean through. So here is the question that has haunted researchers who study this bird for years. How does a creature that weighs only about 9 kilograms generate that kind of force? What is actually happening inside that foot the moment it closes? The harpy eagle, Harpia harpyja, named after the winged death spirits of ancient Greek mythology. And that name is not an accident. This bird is considered the most powerful eagle in the world by body weight. Not the largest, the Steller's sea eagle edges it out in total mass. But pound for pound, nothing that flies hits harder. The wingspan can reach over 2 meters. But what makes the harpy different from almost every other large bird of prey is that it hunts not in open sky, but inside the forest, threading between trees at high speed, using bursts of acceleration rather than long soaring dives. That means it has evolved something unusual. Short, broad wings for sharp turns, explosive power over short distances, and feet, those feet, engineered to end a hunt in a single contact. In the rainforests of Central and South America, the harpy sits at the very top of the food chain. Its diet is dominated by sloths and monkeys, specifically the larger species. Howler monkeys, spider monkeys. Animals that can weigh 6 or 7 kilograms. Think about that for a moment. A 9-kilogram bird routinely lifts prey that weighs more than half its own body weight and carries it back through the canopy. This is not a scavenger picking at scraps. This is an apex predator removing large living animals from the treetops as if they weighed nothing. And the prey knows it. Researchers have documented monkey troops going completely silent, dropping all activity when a harpy passes overhead. The response is not learned. It appears to be instinctive, hardwired into species that have been hunted by this bird for thousands of generations. Now, back to that question. How does the foot actually work? The harpy's foot operates on a tendon-locking mechanism. When the leg muscles contract on impact, and they contract with enormous force, the tendons that run through the toes lock into a closed position, almost like a ratchet. This means the grip does not require continuous muscular effort to maintain. The foot simply locks. The prey cannot pull free. The more it struggles, the tighter the mechanical grip becomes. And those talons do not just grip, they penetrate. The rear hallux claw, the longest one, is specifically designed to punch through the skull or spine of prey on impact. Instant incapacitation. Here is something that surprises most people. For an animal this deadly, the harpy eagle is remarkably vulnerable as a species. A mated pair raises only one chick every 2 to 3 years. The female lays 2 eggs, but once the first hatches, the second is abandoned. All resources go into that single chick for up to 2 years, an extraordinarily long juvenile period for a bird. That means a pair that loses a chick loses years of reproductive effort. And with deforestation shrinking the Amazon at a rate that removes millions of hectares per year, nesting territories are disappearing. The harpy eagle needs enormous, unbroken forest. A single breeding pair may require territories of up to 100 square kilometers. In fragmented landscapes, that territory simply does not exist. The bird is currently classified as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, and in some parts of its range, populations have collapsed entirely. There is another dimension to this animal that most wildlife videos skip over: its intelligence. Harpy eagles have been observed waiting near fruiting trees, not to eat the fruit, but because they know sloths and monkeys will come to eat the fruit. They are not just reacting to movement, they are anticipating it. They also appear to learn individual prey routes. Researchers tracking radio-collared harpies found that birds would return repeatedly to the same trees, the same corridors, on patrol-like schedules. This is a predator that thinks, plans, remembers. The power in those feet is only half the equation. The brain directing them is the other half. So, back to where we started. How does a 9-kilogram bird crush bone? The answer is a combination of engineering and evolution refined over millions of years. The tendon-locking mechanism converts a single explosive muscle contraction into a mechanical vise that does not release. The talons, specifically shaped to penetrate on impact, do the work that the grip then holds in place. It is not brute force alone. It is brute force delivered with precision, locked in place by a biological mechanism that requires almost no energy to maintain. The prey is not overpowered by sustained effort. It is ended in a single moment. That is why field researchers who have worked with harpy eagles up close describe the experience the same way. Not as encountering a bird, but as encountering something ancient. Something that makes you feel, for just a moment, exactly like prey. The Amazon is full of remarkable animals, but the harpy eagle is something different. It is the forest's top executor, the final word on what survives and what does not. And somewhere out there right now, in the canopy above a river you will never see, one is watching, waiting, already deciding. If you want to keep exploring the most extraordinary predators on the planet, subscribe. Every week, we go deeper into the animals that actually run this world. And next time, we are going after a creature that does not chase its prey at all. It simply waits for them to walk into a trap they cannot see, cannot smell, and cannot escape. You will not want to miss it.